Patton Sports Videocast is brought to you by Snap Laces. Snap Laces' elite lacing system was designed for world-class athletes. They come in hundreds of color combinations so you can perform well and look great at the same time. Buy a set online today by clicking through the top image on mopattonsports.com. LT360 is a health and weight loss company based in Brentwood, led by Coach Scott Oatsvall and Brent High. They have helped more than 700 clients in the last year get healthy, lose weight, and feel better with an all-natural program and simple approach to exercise and nutrition. LT360 offers free health and wellness seminars each week. For more information, visit their website at lt360.com or call them at 615-312-8244. Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe, Nashville's answer to fast, friendly, healthy comfort food. With a menu featuring assorted grilled meats, fresh veggies, and a dash of inspiration, Taziki's casual dining is perfect for lunch, before a movie, or a dinner featuring laughter and great memories. Originality is our nationality. With 7 Middle Tennessee locations, one of them is near you. Check www.tazikiscafe.com to select your nearest location and next favorite dish. Hey, welcome everybody into the Patton Sports Videocast. I'm Maurice Patton. We are at Christ Presbyterian Academy checking out a little spring football practice. In a few minutes, we're going to drag Engel Martin up here and check in with him. We're also going to get CPA baseball coach Larry Nesbitt. The Lions, 26-8, heading into Region 6 AA play next week, and trying to defend their Class AA state championship. So I'm going to catch up with him and see what's been working for them, obviously quite a bit. But before we do that, I want to catch you up with the Express Employment Professionals of North Nashville track and field update. We're coming down toward postseason and everything in spring sports, and that includes track. Got a lot of subsectional action coming up this week. In Class AAA, we've got the Section 3 North subsectional going on up at Kenwood this weekend. The South subsectional will be at Brentwood. Now, North is basically District 9 and 10 AAA, so it's your Wilson Centrals, your Mount Juliets, Gallatins, that bunch, and then all the Clarksville schools will be up at Kenwood. Your 11 and 12, which is your Nashville schools, your Williamson County schools, they'll be down at Brentwood on Friday and Saturday. Section 2 AAA subsectional will be over at Riverdale. That's basically District 7 and 8 AAA. Murfreesboro schools, Lincoln County, Columbia, that bunch. And then in Class A AA, you've got your middle/west subsectional going on over at Lipscomb. Finishes up Thursday night. Your middle east subsectional will be at Watertown, and I'm told they've got a fantastic facility over there just opening up this year, so that ought to be a lot of fun. Finishes up Thursday night as well. Stratford, Martin Luther King, Page, Central Magnet out of Murfreesboro will be over at Watertown. Pearl-Cone, East, CPA, the Lions. Creekwood will be among the teams over at Lipscomb, so check that out this weekend. Got some decathlon results that have already taken place in AAA, AAA, and in Division II. Obviously, when you're talking decathlon, it starts with George Patrick, the Brentwood Academy senior who signed with Texas. He's headed off to Texas, like I said. Scored 6,523 points in the region decathlon to win that, and that's in 9 events, folks. Did not run the 1,500. So again, 6,500 points in 9 events. He may be on target to break a state record at the state meet here in a couple of weeks. Will Eskew from NBA was number 2 there. Drake Mitchell, who finished 3rd in the state in D2 last year, finished 3rd in the region this week. In Class AAA in the decathlon at the regional level, look for Logan Lamb when they get to the state. The Cookville kid scored 5,960 points in the regional. He'll be the number 3 qualifier going into the state decathlon. A name that you remember from football, Nate Johnson from Independence, the Michigan football signee, is the number 4 qualifier, scored 5,953 points in the region decathlon. Another Independence kid, Taylor Sheffield, a couple of Brentwood kids, Kyle Costner and Garrett Lee, will also be in the state AAA decathlon. In AAA, CPA's William Stout, the defending state champion, scored 5,663 points to win it last year. He's upped that by nearly 500 points in the region, scored 61.44. He's the number 1 qualifier going in. Ben Waldecker from Central Magnet, 51.49 at the region. He finished 4th last year. And Trevon Sanders from Stratford will also be there. He scored 4,974 points in the region. In the girls pentathlon, Granitria Shell from East Nashville scored 3,413 points to win the region. She scored 3,242 points to win the state last year, so she's already ahead of last year's pace. Caroline Edmondson from Creekwood also qualified. She'll be the number 3 qualifier from regionals. McQuana Webster from East, Chloe Harp from Montgomery Central, who was in last year's state, and Kayla Guthrie from Whites Creek, who was in last year's state, all qualified this year. In AAA, Amber Tanner from Ravenwood, Georgia signee, is the number 1 qualifier statewide in regional competition. Kelsey Buchanan from Overton is another one to keep an eye on, along with Imani Udamana from Oakland. I think I got that right. Scored 2,853 points in the region. She's the number 6 qualifier statewide. So keep an eye on those young ladies. And in Division II, Tyra Gittens, a defending state champion from Ensworth, scored 3,446 points to win the region. Kelsey K. Herring from Harpeth Hall is another one to keep an eye on, and Elena Holbert from Brentwood Academy. So got some great track to look forward to here over the next couple of weeks. Again, subsectionals this week, sectionals will be next week, and spring fling, the girls track competition will be Thursday, 2 weeks basically. Boys on Friday over at Middle Tennessee State. So that's going to wrap up the Express Employment Professionals North Nashville Track and Field Update. Be sure and visit expresspros.com/in-Nashville for more information on industrial job opportunities in North Nashville. Also, before we get to Larry Nesbitt and to Ingle Martin, want to mention our Patton Sports Spring Sports Athlete of the Week. Summit's Chris McIlvain, the freshman right-hander, was named 11 AAA Pitcher of the Year, went 8-0 with an earned run average under 1, went out and proved it last Sunday in Summit's first tournament game, threw a complete game, 2-hit shutout with 9 strikeouts and a 1-0 win over Independence. So congratulations to Chris McIlvain, the Patton Sports Spring Sport Athlete of the Week. When we get back, we're going to catch up with Larry Nesbitt, talk a little CPA baseball. John Mayer Builders proudly sponsors Patton Sports Videocast. With over 1,500 homes built in Middle Tennessee, John Mayer Builders knows the importance of families and communities. They have numerous business awards to their credit, proving that John Mayer Builders is built to win. Like them on Facebook. John Mayer Builders, our reputation is building.
Southern Athletic Fields originated in 1996 when Bill Marbett formed a company specializing in baseball and softball field materials. SAF has since grown and now has sales reps to cover over 12 states with products servicing many outdoor sports. Southern Athletic Fields takes great pride in working with our customers to achieve the best athletic field possible. Visit our website at www.southern-athleticfields.com or like them on Facebook. Dirt, you gotta love it.
Great teams have talent. They also have the necessary tools for success. BSN Sports delivers these tools whether your team needs uniforms, apparel, or athletic equipment to achieve greatness. Just like a winning teammate, BSN Sports is there for you. Their unmatched service ensures that you have best-in-class equipment for championship-level performance, plus uniforms and athletic apparel from the best brands in the industry to look your best when hoisting your trophy. The law practice of Allen D. Hall, PLC is grounded in providing exceptional legal services with the utmost trust and integrity. Legal services Allen provides include employment law, confidential investigations, general business law, risk management, and regulatory policy interpretation and drafting. Ultimately, if you need consulting solutions, Allen D. Hall needs to be your choice.
Express Employment Professionals North Nashville in downtown, owned by respected business leaders Christy and Jason Patrick, is the premier employment agency in the community. Express is one of the community's largest employers, consistently working over 500 people at over 125 private businesses each week in Davidson County. Whether you are a company looking for the next great employee or a candidate looking for the next great job, Express is the employment resource for you. Call them at 615-313-3690 or visit their website at www.expresspros.com/in-Nashville-TN. Like them on Facebook at Express Employment Professionals, Nashville North and downtown.
Hey, as you can see, we are here at Christ Presbyterian Academy visiting a little bit with the baseball coach Larry Nesbitt. The Lions coming off of a Class AA state championship performance last season and in the hunt to go back-to-back. Coach Nesbitt, I appreciate you taking a little time with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, 26-8, coming off of a tough loss to Spring Hill in the District 12 AA tournament championship game. So you'll be going on the road for the region semifinals, and that's not exactly where you want to be, I guess. But at the same time, great season you guys have had.
Well, yeah, I appreciate you saying that, and I do think it's been a great season. I was watching film of us last night, and we had a lot to replace from last year. We lost 3 out of 4 infielders, and it just dawned on me yesterday when I was watching film, you know. And so to be able to advance, you know, having lost so much is big, and that's always the goal in baseball. You just want to advance, you know. And so we're excited about the opportunity to have a week of practice and travel to either Montgomery Central or Lewis County on Monday, and hopefully we'll be able to advance after that.
Now you talked about watching film. You know, we're used to hearing that football-wise. How much film work do you do baseball-wise?
I don't do much film work, but if it's on the internet, I'm gonna try to get a hold of it and take a look at it and look at my guys more so than the other team. You know, so in terms of film, I don't really get into too much of what the other team's weaknesses are, because I want to focus on our strengths, and so really develop our strengths. That's it.
Okay. 26-8, obviously you got some strengths. Talk a little bit about this team and how you've gone about replacing 3 or 4 infielders, for one thing.
Yeah. Well, for us, it started with our pitching staff. So I feel like we have one of the best staffs in the state, and our defense does a good job behind them. I think we're giving up, you know, a little less than 3 runs a game, and so, you know, if we can scratch 4 across, we're in pretty good shape. But again, offensively, you know, I would put us up there as a pretty explosive team. You know, we're different this year. Probably don't have as much speed as we've had in the past, but we can get some extra base hits this year.
Who are some of the keys for you, both on the mound and at the plate?
Yeah, on the mound it starts with David Bates for us. So he's our number 1, and he's done a great job all year. He's only had 1 no decision, you know, no losses, and so when he's on the bump for us, we just feel, you know, really confident. Offensively, our leadoff hitter is Sam Nell, and he's going up to Southern Illinois Edwardsville next year and sets the table for us. Always battles the threat on the base pass. And then we got a senior in the 2-hole, Jacob Webster, and then 3, 4, 5 is really explosive for us. So Philip Clark's a Vanderbilt commit. Lane Harris is a junior that we have here. I think he's a Division I bat. And then we have a football player playing baseball in the 5-hole. He's just a really good athlete. He's going to West Point in the fall to play football, but his name is Wallace Barrett.
Okay. Yeah, we remember that name from football.
Yeah.
He's a game breaker over there.
Yeah.
So what's he playing for you defensively?
He plays left field for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now David, is he a Vandy commit as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but he's an underclassman.
He's a junior also.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. So Tim Corbin definitely knows the way over here, huh?
I guess so, yeah. So we've been fortunate that he's been interested in some of our players, and hopefully we can get those guys ready for him.
Okay. Again, 26-8. I think you guys have had a 6-game, a 7-game, and a 5-game win streak over the course of the season. So you've been able to be really consistent.
Yeah. One of the things we talk about is failure. So the best team in Major League Baseball is going to lose 60 games, you know? So we're going to lose. We know that. But the key is how we respond to that. You know, how do we respond to that failure? And so what we pride ourselves a lot on is not losing 2 in a row. So in the past 2
and you've
years,
only lost 2 in a row once this season, and it was
Yeah.
in the first 3 games of the season.
Yeah, so we lost back-to-back down in Florida against 2 really good Oklahoma teams.
Mm-hmm.
And going back to last year, we didn't drop 2 in a row at all last year. So in 2 years, to not have dropped 2 in a row, I think says something to our resiliency and our ability to handle failure. You know.
Your ability to handle failure and your ability to wear that bullseye that comes with a state championship. 32-10 last year, winning the AA state title, losing 3 or 4 infielders. You got to feel good about the way you guys have bounced back and gotten to this point.
Yeah. I'm not sure we feel that bullseye. And so this team, until today, I'm going to share a little something about last year today. We haven't talked about 2015 at all. And so we talk a lot about playing free, enjoying the game, just understanding that you're loved. And so there's really two ways to play this game. You can either play it out of fear or you can play it out of love. And we just want to play it out of love, you know.
115 of your last 18, it's a lot to love out here. Yeah, and you talk about not having talked about 2015, but at the same time, do you talk about trying to get another one, or do you talk about trying to get one this year?
We don't talk about winning it at all. So what we want to do is we want to get to the final game. So we want to play on the final day. So advance. We don't talk about championships. Advance. If you're lucky enough to play in the championship like we did last night, that's when we want to have the most fun. So get to the state championship, tournament hopefully, get to that final day, and then, you know, enjoy it, embrace it, and play free.
You know, I've coached a little summer league baseball, not a whole lot, not at a very high level, but the one thing I've tell my kids is, let's have fun, and winning's a lot more fun than losing.
That is true. Yeah.
Hey, Larry, I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
When we get back, we're going to catch up with Engel Martin and talk a little spring football. Check us out.
Thank you.
Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe, Nashville's answer to fast, friendly, healthy comfort food. With a menu featuring assorted grilled meats, fresh veggies, and a dash of inspiration, Taziki's casual dining is perfect for lunch, before a movie, or a dinner featuring laughter and great memories. Originality is our nationality. With 7 Middle Tennessee locations, one of them is near you. Check www.tazikiscafe.com to select your nearest location and next favorite dish. At National Playmakers Academy, developing NPA athletes comes in threes. NPA develops its student athletes' academic, social, and football-specific skills. Next, NPA develops them for better exposure today, recruitment tomorrow, and college education through scholarships for the rest of their lives. We are proud of the outstanding athletes we have developed. We are more proud of the college graduates we have prepared. Work with National Playmakers Academy for developing gifted athletes into productive citizens.
Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers combine the best of bowling, games, food, drink, and fun. For all Middle Tennessee residents, Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers are the ideal destination for family entertainment. The safe, friendly environment is perfect for birthday parties for kids of all ages or business outings for adults who work too hard. Our friendly staff and fun atmosphere will help create those enjoyable memories with your coworkers, friends, and loved ones. Don't forget to sign your kids up for our Kids Bowl Free summer program. Visit us online at strikeandsparebowling.com or come see us in person at any of our nearby Strike and Spare locations in Donaldson, Hendersonville, Hermitage, Murfreesboro, and the Tusculum area for more details. We'll see you soon.
So we're peeping in on a little spring football practice over here at Christ Presbyterian Academy. We've got Engel Martin, who's doing his Steve Spurrier imitation. As you know, he played 2 years?
A year.
A year.
2001.
A year for the visor, capital T, capital V, and I guess that kind of rubbed off a little bit, huh?
It did. On a sunny day like this, you gotta sport the visor. Pay tribute to one of the greatest. So.
You don't have the sunglasses though.
No sunglasses.
Okay.
No.
Now I've seen you sport the beard, y'all. That's usually y'all's playoff thing.
Yeah, this is just a few days without shaving thing right now. it's the lazy spring thing.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, hey, first of all, I appreciate you taking a little time to
sure.
visit
Thanks
with
for
us.
coming out.
Hey, 67-6. Did you know that? You knew that.
I'm not sure if I knew it. I know that for us, it's been a special 5 years, going on 6, which is pretty crazy to think about. But just thinking about all the kids that have been here and the 5 classes we graduated and guys who have coached with us, it's been really a fun ride so far, and looking forward to year number 6.
You know, to get your head coaching career off to that kind of start. And I know you're always one to give it to everybody else, but in terms of what you might have envisioned, what has this been for you?
Well, the good thing is I didn't really know any better when I came in, so I didn't have a big high ceiling that I had to reach, or I really wasn't sure how low it could go. And so coming in, it was really just a blessing with some of the guys that ended up being on our staff, guys who have come in and mentored myself and the rest of the coaches, Randy Herron specifically, and really just blessed with a bunch of really good football players. And any coach will tell you that that's the most important ingredient. And I can't tell you what it is about this place, but since they started football here, there's been football players that have come through, and you know, a lot of them start early on, which is funny, just because you know, a lot of, I think, teams kind of build from outside, and a lot of our kids are you know, starting here in elementary school and finishing here, which is neat. So we've been blessed, and it's been a fun 5 years.
You're in spring practice, first week of spring practice. We were talking off air, you're not scrimmaging anybody because you've got some guys kind of dispersed out over some other spring sports. But what is it that you want to get accomplished out here over this 2 weeks?
The biggest thing is introducing the younger players to what we're doing, terminology, what we're doing from a fundamental standpoint, and then really for us coaches, knocking off the cobwebs. You know, that's the beautiful thing about coaching high school football is you get to go and be a dad and try to be a husband as best you can in the off season. You're not out, you know, beating the pavement like the college guys, and so that's really what it is. I mean, Coach Haywood, our offensive coordinator, he and I spend a lot of time together during the year, and I don't know if it's intentional, but we both kind of go our own separate ways in January and February, and you know, we'll talk a little bit in March and a little bit more in April, and now May's rolling around. You know, both of our wheels are turning, and getting in here with the rest of the coaches and kind of sharing with them kind of what direction we're going and getting some feedback is really important. And then hearing from the defensive guys kind of what their vision is of the year, and that's the fun part about this, is just kind of building it from the ground up each year.
So you mean y'all aren't sitting down at lunch in February with napkins drawing up plays and that kind of thing?
No, we're you know, I'm usually talking to him about duck hunting or something like that, and he's telling me how dumb it is that I waste my time doing that, and he's talking about wanting to mow his grass and get the nice pretty stripes in it. So that's really what our conversations are. But you know, like I said, this time of year it's fun because you are starting again and getting to see how these, you know, 95 guys, 100 guys we're going to have this year, how they gel together, where they all fit, who's going to step up, and kind of just watch them mature. It's fun.
Heading into the first year of the next 2-year classification period, first year of the 2-year home and home schedules, what's your schedule looking like?
I don't have anybody for the 17-18 lined up. I think there's obviously some uncertainty as far as where everyone's going to be, so I don't know if anyone is really certain about who they're going to play, just with everything that's on the table from the TSSAA. So, you know, our school's trying to figure out where we fit in, and I think whenever that decision is made from our headmaster, then we can start kind of looking at a schedule. But you know, we'd love to play people close by. I mean, that's what, you know, the last 2 years playing Innsworth, and 2 years before that playing Brentwood High School, and we'd love to add some other local people, and just I think make it more of a community thing where our people are excited and the people we're playing are excited.
Okay. Last 3 or 4 years, you've had an Albert Mitchell under center. You've had a Jay Hockaday, who's now playing linebacker at Vanderbilt, under center. You've had Zach Weatherly, who is headed to UTC and having a nice track season as well.
Yep, yeah. We've been. That's what I said. You know, Albert started here, and when I got here, that was his junior year, and had a terrific career for us. Really helped us get off the ground, and then having a guy like Jay that is a versatile athlete that can come in and play quarterback, play running back, and obviously physical enough to play linebacker. And then having Zach started the last 3 years and really did an amazing job for a guy coming in and starting 3 straight years. Played tough for us. Played some defense last year, but yeah, that's the fun part. Like I said, we get to see what these 95 or 100 kids that we're going to have for the 2016 year, what they're about and kind of where they fit in. But we've got a lot of good players. Got a lot of possible candidates that can step up at each position, but we graduated 25 seniors last year, and that'll be 25 spots that people can come in and take.
Who are you looking at the quarterback spot? I mean, that's such an important position under normal circumstances, but particularly for what you guys do offensively.
Well, we've got several guys that we're going to give a shot to. The biggest thing is just once we get into to the summer, kind of who steps up and takes it. But got a senior coming back out to play, Devin McKnight, who hadn't played the last couple of years. Got a couple sophomores that'll be in the mix, and depending on where some people's health are, Coleman Smith's a junior that could be getting a look, and then we'll see sophomore Ryan Elledge and Bryce McCormick and Kane Patterson all kind of have a chance. So, and then McNeil Stout. So we got 4 sophomores that can all throw it a little bit, a junior and a senior. So it should be fun.
I don't imagine you have trouble convincing people. You might want to take a look under center in an offense that I'm running.
Yeah, I think for me, looking at the offense that we run and how we run it, I would have loved to have played in this. We were under center running option when I was in high school, and even in college we were under center doing the I formation thing. And this up tempo, playing fast, getting the ball out quick has been fun. And then you mix that in with a solid ground game that we've been able to have the last 5 years. I think it is fun to be a part of, and I think the kids are enjoying playing it.
And I noticed when you were talking about the off season and coming back together and getting with the defensive guys to see what they're thinking, you're really hands-off, kind of Spurrier-ish on that side of the ball, aren't you?
Yeah, we've been very blessed. Ryan Taylor, our defensive coordinator the last 4 years, is a really good football coach, really good guy, and somebody that does a great job with the other coaches. And he'll be the first one to tell you that he's been blessed with some really good assistants, and really just letting those guys do what they need to. I think the biggest thing that I'll ever talk to the defensive guys about is just personnel, where a kid fits. But schematically, I think he is very sound. What we do defensively sound, and we told him yesterday we're going to pursue the football, we're going to tackle the football, and then we're going to try to cause turnovers. And that's what our kids have to know year in and year out. Those are the 3 things that are non-negotiable. So I feel good about it. I think we're a fundamental defense, one that knows their assignment and plays hard, and that's the most important thing.
Patton Sports Videocast is brought to you by Snap Laces. Snap Laces' elite lacing system was designed for world-class athletes. They come in hundreds of color combinations so you can perform well and look great at the same time. Buy a set online today by clicking through the top image on mopattonsports.com. LT360 is a health and weight loss company based in Brentwood, led by Coach Scott Oatsvall and Brent High. They have helped more than 700 clients in the last year get healthy, lose weight, and feel better with an all-natural program and simple approach to exercise and nutrition. LT360 offers free health and wellness seminars each week. For more information, visit their website at lt360.com or call them at 615-312-8244. John Mayer Builders proudly sponsors Patton Sports Videocast. With over 1,500 homes built in Middle Tennessee, John Mayer Builders knows the importance of families and communities. They have numerous business awards to their credit, proving that John Mayer Builders is built to win. Like them on Facebook. John Mayer Builders, our reputation is building. If past history holds up, you can plan on watching these guys for 15 weeks. What have you've been to the state finals each of the last 3 years?
That's correct. Yes, sir. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do it again, and we play these first 10 games with the anticipation that we're going to be hitting our stride at the end of the year. We want to be playing our best at the beginning of November, and so that's really how we try to build this thing. And once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. And we've been fortunate the last couple of years to win a couple games in there, but that's where really you start seeing the good coaching staffs and the good teams, and it makes things a lot more fun when it's win or go home. And we just really enjoyed that whole process of doing that.
Well, it makes it a lot more fun when you're not the one going home.
That's right, but we've gone home. We've gone home 4 out of 5 years. Not winning the last one, and I think honestly, if we're talking about teaching these kids how to become men, I think handling adversity is a lot more important than handling success. You got to be able to handle both of them, but I think everybody's got a chance to teach from those 2 situations.
That's great. Engel, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, Mo, thank you.
Good to see you always.
Yes,
appreciate you guys checking in on the Patton Sports Videocast. We'll catch up with y'all at a ball game or at a track meet or maybe at a spring football practice real soon. See you.